you've got such yummy energy. It's so beautiful, the innocence that you carry, and it goes to your children. It's so beautiful. And there's an energy of a child with you. And that's so. Let's talk about what's your question, and then I'll talk about the child that's with you.
Well, well, yeah, I guess this is about something I have not been 100% letting go, which is getting over my mom passing. Or yes, I don't call death, I call it, passing or going through the other life. I don't know.
So that's so
I
you
know she's
mom is
better now. It's just,
yeah. So your mom is so beautiful. She's her skin is glowing. And you guys had such a relationship around skin, and it was so beautiful because you both loved the warmth and the joy. She's the one that when I say there's a child with you, she's the one, she's coming in her child form with you on the other side. And it's so beautiful. She loves children, and she loved you. There's so she's showing me her mouth and her whole like lungs, and she had multiple things. She was very happy when she left, meaning she was glad not to be in physical form. So
well, yeah, I mean, it was like very, you don't ask now why. It's just like
yeah.
I put guilt on myself, like like I wanted to do more, and I don't, and I was so
So
hard
she
to her as
like
well.
so she so she's coming in her childlike form, which I think she wants to play with you now. Is what that means to me, is she wants you and her to do all of the things that you wanted to do with her as a child. So she's coming, so the coloring, the drawing, the art, the music, the dancing, she wants you to do it for her. Did that make sense?
Yeah, yes, it does. It
She's
does.
showing you signs when you've looked at pictures, and the pictures have become really, really important now. You've been looking and feeling that. And so she wants you to, she doesn't remember any of the bad. She doesn't remember any of it. Her skin, she was like again, she's like she had such a hard time, and it wasn't your fault. And she and everybody in the past generations had kind of put that on everybody in the future, like you're responsible, you're guilty, you're guilty, you're guilty. Many generations, right? And she was physically stuck in her body. There was nothing you could have done better or different. Let me
Yeah.
say that another way. I know you think you could have, but she really gets you were doing the best you could. There was pressure from, there was masculine pressure, and she's talking all about the masculine pressure that was around you during that time. Is that right?
Yeah, like like from maybe like the parent, my dad side.
Your dad's side. And so there was all of that pressure that was with both of you guys your whole lives.
Right, right.
And there
I know it's like hard to forgive too, like saying, I mean, my dad has just it's he's a beautiful person too, but I know like how hard it was, for my mom with that. And she just like put up so much. She just got so sick from so much, from holding so much.
your mom was a master at getting
Why would she do
everybody,
that?
Yeah, she was a master at getting just energy. She always called in more and more energy, and so people were a little bit not as comfortable and easy. And so your dad wasn't all, and your dad had like so much so many things that he was focused on, that it was hard to be with him as well. And so I want to say all of that in a really sweet way that will make sense. Your mom withdraw and withdraw and withdraw. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's correct.
And so they didn't know how to get out of that darkness. And they're so, like, your mom is so glad that you have happiness and that misery didn't spread multiple generations. And so it's so important for you to really get into the childhood stuff, the stuff that you guys loved, the play, the connection, all of that stuff. I think you're doing it with your, so you've got Aaron, and do you have one more? And there was one more that, so you have two children.
Once I have one, and I have actually, I had a stillborn, and that could be that's my star.
Yeah, and there is possibly one more that's in the field. So so what I'm saying fully is to play, play, play. It's so important. And Aaron, there was no way for me to know all of this stuff and share all of this about you. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah, that's right. I
Right.
know.
There's no way to share some of the and the concrete stuff is around her skin, like her skin.
It's so beautiful. Yeah, she just has the most beautiful skin, and she always taught us, and even my grandma, she died with such beautiful rose like skin, and she always like put on like all the leftovers from fruit in the morning, like papaya and strawberries, and like on a mat, like on your face.
On her face, yeah. And so that's your mom, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, I know.
this is your mom, and your mom is saying, oh baby, please, let's be in happy, smooth play flow now. You and me, we
She's good now.
so much, that you both suffered so much through her illness. She's so good. And she's so proud of your character. You questioned your character. You're a good person. You did nothing wrong. You were doing the best you could.
Thank you, doctor. Yeah, what you said about the arts, and there was a book that actually I found like about 3 months ago, and my mom left that book here, and I never read it before, and then I started reading the book, and I just got really inspired. I am a performing artist, so now I am actually working a piece from that book. It's from a writer, from a Lebanese writer and poet. Her name is Jomana Haddad.
Oh, so beautiful.
So, and I think my mom was, I feel this energy from my mom, because yes, she's always been a
Fairy godmama now. She's with you all. More frightened. she's really sorry about being that frightened. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
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 And so she doesn't want you to be afraid. Perform, love, imagination, use it. There might, if you wanted, a baby might come to you in the form of a girlfriend's child that you don't actually, but that will be present with you, will love, love, love you too. But I do see another baby in your field too that would come through into form if you wanted it. And you're in that place of creating so much beauty.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor.
Welcome. Yay. I'm so, so glad we got to connect, Aaron.
Me too.
Yay. So much love. And what was your mama's name? We'll put her on our altar here.
Alba is there.
Oh, so
ALBA, yes.
ALBA, such a beautiful name. Yay. Thank you, Andrea.
She was an inspiration. I mean, I know all that about the fear, and she doesn't want us to be afraid. Like what you said, and I had this like moment, I don't know if it was a dream or something. I just like she talked to me and said the same thing. Not to be afraid.
Not to be afraid. So beautiful. It's so, so beautiful. She sees you. She's with you all the time, and she loves your art. And so just to know she's doing that and experiencing it with you.
Oh, thank you.
Yay. Awesome.